So I played JUNKERQUEEN for 7 days straight, and here's what happened. I never got the chance to play the Overwatch 2 beta, so JUNKERQUEEN was pretty much brand new to me at launch. I played her for a little while right when the game came out, but dropped her because the meta did not favor her at all. I knew that she wasn't considered good because of other tank options, but I wanted to try her out. Most of these days, I just recorded 1 or 2 games to compare across the week to see if I actually improved in like my knife throws and stuff like that. And across these clips, you can see that I played with my crosshair a little bit, changing it from my default one, the regular crosshair, to circles and back and forth. But anyways, here is what I got. Day 1 was kind of a struggle for me because I was trying to learn the knife's throw pattern and the positioning of what JUNKERQUEEN really requires, because she isn't like a tanky tank like Sigma, Roadhog, Wrecking Ball, but she isn't like super squishy either like Doomfist. So basically what I figured out is that you kind of have to play like in a front mid line range and just trying to go in on like opportunities that you see, like positioning, just like this clip on the screen right now. Just ran into a room, not even by my healers. This happens a lot just because I don't know how to play her yet, and I think tank must take a bunch of health, bunch of damage, and survive, but that's not at all true about JUNKERQUEEN. The thing I'm noticing a lot about rewatching these clips is that I try to do so much poke damage and not try to play up front as much as I should. So like right here, I should just go in, right? But instead I kind of play by the robot and not frontline. If I frontlined, I probably would have killed that Ash, and so she wouldn't use her Bob ability, and probably killed 2 other squishies that made just me in the tank. Day 2 was better than day 1 a little bit. I made actually good play in this game, but I'm still trying to learn the positioning of JUNKERQUEEN at this point, and I'm still trying to figure out when to go in and when to not, kind of, if you understand what I'm saying. Like right here on screen right now, I'm shooting at the Sigma with no healers behind me, absolutely pushed in for no reason. Like, I should not have done this. I also did many good things this round. I got this pick on this junk here that I thought was pretty clean, and then I finished it off with this Mercy. Then after the Mercy, I instantly looked at the Sigma, missed the knife, but that's okay because my soldier was here to clean up with me. But yeah, I actually did something good. This ult was fat right here. It's probably one of the best highlights in all of the week. I got a couple kills. Really just learning her ult and her knife pattern and her hitbox and everything is really important. I found that flanking sometimes was really beneficial, like this clip right here. I flanked, got their Mercy, and I was able to do a lot of poke damage against their Lucio, Diva. I actually end up killing this Lucio and winning the game here. But yeah, all in all, day 2 was very beneficial for just learning positioning and the knife skills. Day 3 and 4 had probably my biggest jump in skill level. I learned to use the battle cry to get a lot more picks in the back line, like that right there, and kind of learn the positioning that you have to play as her, since you're not really supposed to be in the front, but you're not also supposed to be in the back because her shotgun does not do that much damage. What I noticed a lot about these clips is that I'm targeting more the squishies and almost running past the Reinhardt and the other tanks in this game to try and get the most picks I can to be able to kill that Reinhardt. So I got that soldier right there, and while killing this Reinhardt, I just try to focus the Mercy a little bit. But right here, I end up getting both the healers. And yeah, that was kind of what I learned in day 3 and 4, is to target the squishies more than the actual tank, because if you kill all the DPS and mostly the healers are the most important. When you kill all the healers, the tank has no healing left. So if you get all of them, then you could easily take down the tank even though you don't have as much health as them. Also, what I learned around this time is her shotgun trajectory and how to kind of play as a close quarter tank with a shotgun and not so much like a Rhine where you have a protective shield or anything. So I mainly, especially in this clip, I played too stupid. I just tried to play too aggressive to get that Mercy. That's kind of my fault right there. But other clips, as you can see, like as the days progress, I get better with targeting the squishies and targeting the people that I need to kill to get to the tank eventually. Right here, I'm just missing just a bunch of shots. I mean, I'm just doing too much poke damage and not, frontlining enough. But also, what I learned about Junker Queen is that you have to switch off right when they have a Kuriko 90% of the time, because 90% of the time she'll just use her cleanse and counter you. But as you can see in this clip right here, this is another clip of good positioning, I think, on my end. I end up escaping this because of my battle cry right here, this Orisa. And I also do a decent job at trying to kill the squishies here. So the Mercy and the Widow, I'm just trying to get picks on them. More in the back lines, kind of flanking with my battle cry is pretty good. But right here, I accidentally killed that junk. Missed the knife on the Orisa, but it's okay because she's stupid and decided to push into me with a Moira healer. Day 5 and 6 is where I probably had the most fun, just absolutely running through their whole team with Junker Queen. If the tank isn't very in your face the whole time, I figured out that you can get a lot of picks just by running around the squishies, because you have that battle cry that makes your movement speed up and your teammates or whatever. So if you just kind of stay by your healers and make your team play super close without actually getting picked, then you can get a lot of kills on squishies. I also figured out how to use her ult a lot more effectively. In the first couple days, you'd see me ult on, 1, 2, maybe even 3 people. But in these clips, like towards day 5, 6, and especially day 7, my ults get increasingly more important. And I'm better after I use my ult of hitting shots and hitting knives and stuff like that. So on this clip right here, you see me use my ult, and I get pretty much the entire team. I kill this Hanzo, but I don't do way too much. I end up killing like this Ryan, I think, and the Sojourn, but that's about it. I really should have focused the Mercy in this clip, but that's something I'll learn later on while playing Junker Queen. During day 5 and 6, you could definitely see my knives getting a lot better and knowing when to actually push up into the other team, learning what their healers are and how they work. So like they had a Moira and I believe an Ana this match. So what I did was try to play more aggressively right after I saw the Ana use her sleep, because I know if the Ana uses her sleep, then I can't really get countered if I have Battle Cry available. Along with my throwing knife usage and accuracy, you could definitely see my ability usage get a lot better here. In this next clip, you can see me kill 2 people with 1 axe swing. This is a lot of good placement on my end of getting behind them while they're in battle already, so I can get an easy 2 kills right there. This ult right here was pretty massive. I end up killing their Zen right here, and I help on this Reinhardt. Kitsune counters usually everything, but we are lucky to have a Kuriko, so we did not get countered. Right here, my healers are just great, and I absolutely diff this Bastion, me and Kuriko. But this clip, you can see me just trying to focus the healers before any tanks or anything, and that's the main thing I took away with playing as Junker Queen, is that you have to kind of disengage the tank sometimes to kill some of the healers because of her incredible damage at close range. Day 7 is where I put everything together. I rarely just straight up battle this Reinhardt when he's getting absolutely healed from the back from his healers. So right here, I use my ultimate to try and pick off these healers. I do end up getting this Moira. The Kirikou escapes because of her teleport, but we'll take that any day. I think that Junker Queen's Battle Cry is probably one of the best in the game for just team play, because it gives her teammates the speed boost. So if there's a healer following you, like a Kuriko or Ana, they can just speed heal you while you push in there and be super aggressive, and it's basically like you can't die. I mean, a lot of clips right here I should have died, but the speed boost that I gave my healers and everything, I absolutely survived and killed most of their team. I can't express enough how much pick potential Junker Queen has. If only the meta served to a different standpoint right now, because she's just one of those tanks that you don't know how she survives half the stuff that she does, but she just lives. I don't know if it's because of the healers I had in some of these games or the battle cry that helped me, but it really seemed like I should have died a lot more than usual. Like I was like battling with this Ryan up close and I rarely died. The biggest difference I can see personally from day 1 to day 7 is my aim, especially right after I use her ultimate. Like right after I use her ult, in the first couple days, I was kind of just trying to figure out like how close I need to play and how much damage a shotgun actually does at different ranges. But now you can see that in the previous clip, I killed 3 people, pretty much almost their whole team, because my teammates took care of the rest with her ultimate. I definitely played my best game of the week on Rio on day 7. I diffed pretty much their whole team, all while they were playing my counters, like Reaper and Diva. They could both pretty much just fly into me and kill me. But I end up surviving because of my positioning mostly around these corners, is what I noticed while rewatching this gameplay, and my ultimate usage. Like right here, like huge ult, right? I get, what, 3 of them, I think, after killing this Bastion. Honestly, the biggest difference between day 1 and day 7 is definitely my positioning and know when to actually go into fights. So many fights on day 1, I used to just kind of stay back and push in at the wrong time, but you can see that I am pushing at the very right time to get the most picks possible, and my ultimate usage has gone up in usefulness and in just straight power. Like, I'm farming my ult within probably 2 to 3 minutes these matches. I just use my ult, and in this clip, I think I get up to around 40% just within, what, like 30 seconds right afterwards. So the ult farming potential and just the amount of ults that you can get as JUNKERQUEEN is pretty insane. And that's what I noticed. Like day 1, I was getting them frequently, but not like as frequently as now. Like every time they pushed out a spawn in this game, I pretty much had my ultimate ready to go. Anyways, I ended up clutching up here and killed a bunch of them at the very end with my positioning once again, going through this building, a little help from my teammates. But I ended up getting a huge axe and a huge ult right at the end to anti the Lucio so he couldn't heal himself, and get a knife on this Reaper. I ended up dying, but that's okay because I got him all off a point, especially with that knife. All in all, playing JUNKERQUEEN for a week straight was actually very fun. I decided that JUNKERQUEEN was going to be in my top 3 mains to play, depending on the other team and what they did. But I think that she has a very good like ability usage and stuff that she can actually do that other tanks just can't do, especially with the pick potential. On screen are my stats as her. I don't think they're terrible. 60% win rate is definitely better than usual, I would say, because you're winning 60% of matches. But I feel if I play her more, then I will definitely get better as her. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and my progression. See you guys on the next one.